We've all got that one friend, the one with $100 billion ideas. But let's be real, how do you actually take one of those sparks and turn it into a real living, breathing company? Well, over the next few minutes, we're going to map out that exact journey from a simple idea to a full-blown enterprise.
So, you've got it, the big idea. That's awesome. But, and this is the important part, that's kind of the easy bit. The real question is, what do you do next? That's exactly what we're going to break down, starting with the absolute basics.
Okay, let's dive into Act 1, the idea. Before we get into coding or marketing or anything like that, we have to agree on something really fundamental. What is a business? Like, really?
Yeah, okay, forget that textbook definition for a second. A business isn't just a one-time thing, like selling your old phone online. It's a system. It's a continuous cycle of creating and delivering something valuable. And the goal? Well, it's profit. In accounting terms, that just means you're building a system where your revenues are consistently higher than your expenses. Simple as that.
Just look at the phone you're probably holding in your hand. It didn't just appear, right? It started in a factory, got shipped in a massive container to a wholesaler, and then a retailer sold it to you. The big question for you as a founder is, where does your idea fit into a chain like this? Are you making the thing, distributing the thing, or selling the thing?
Think of this list as the DNA of every single business. You need profit to stay alive. You need an actual exchange of value, and it has to be regular, not just a one-off gig. To keep track of all this, you need a solid system, which is where things like the double-entry system of accounting come in, logging every single transaction. But the biggest one here? Risk. You could build the most perfect, elegant app in the world, but if no one buys it, you fail. That's the game.
All right, moving on to Act 2, the blueprint. Now that we know what a business is, it's time to actually build the framework for yours. And your very first, and maybe most critical, decision is choosing the right legal structure. This is going to affect everything down the line.
For all you BTech students out there, this one's for you. Seriously, think of your business structure as your initial code. If it's messy and unplanned, you're just building in technical debt from day one. But if you get it right, it'll let you scale smoothly. This choice impacts your personal risk, your taxes, everything.
So let's start simple. A sole proprietorship is literally just you. You have all the control and you get all the profits. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. Unlimited personal liability. Let me be really clear what that means. If your business gets into debt and can't pay, they can come after your personal stuff, your car, your savings, everything. There's no wall between you and the business. A partnership spreads the load, but you're still on the hook for that unlimited liability. And now you're responsible for your partner's mistakes too. It's a massive gamble.
Now, this is where it gets serious. Forming a company is a total game changer. Why? Because the law sees the company as its own separate person. That separate legal entity bit is the magic. It builds a legal wall between the company's finances and your personal finances. This is called the business entity concept in accounting. If the company fails, your personal assets are safe. This structure is built to last, to outlive its founders.
Okay, you've got your blueprint. Now you need to fuel the engine. A business, any business, needs capital to run and to grow. So where does that money come from?
You can think of funding as climbing a ladder. At the very bottom, you might sell some shares, some ownership to get started. That's equity. Next rung up, maybe you get a bank loan. Now your cash, an asset, goes up, but so do your liabilities. You got to pay that back. If you start getting some traction, an angel investor might come along. And if you're really taking off, venture capital firms start calling. The very, very top of that ladder? An IPO. That's when you go public, and anyone can buy a piece of your company.
But here's the thing you need to know about venture capital. It's not just a big bag of cash. These investors bring expertise, they bring networks, they bring strategy. They take a piece of your company, sure, but in return, they give you the high-octane fuel and the expert team you need to win the race.
Okay, Act 4, the arena. Your engine is built, it's fueled up, you're ready to go. But here's the thing, you're not on an empty track. You're entering a crowded arena and the conditions are always changing. Let's talk about the economic world you're about to step into.
It's so easy to get tunnel vision, right? To just focus on your product, your code, your customers. But there are these huge forces out there that are always at play. The overall health of the economy can create these massive tailwinds that push you forward or headwinds that can stop you in your tracks.
And this up and down roller coaster is called the business cycle. In a boom, it's like a party. Everyone's buying stuff, everyone's hiring. But that party never lasts forever. It's followed by a recession. And if things get really bad, a depression. Then, slowly, things start to recover.
The real lesson for any founder isn't about how to enjoy the good times. It's about how to build a company that can survive the bad times. That's what separates the great ones from the ones we forget.
So there you have it. We've gone from the basic DMA of a business to its legal blueprint, its fuel, and the arena it competes in. You basically have the map now. The only question left is, what's your destination? Because every great company, every single one, started by solving a real painful problem. So what problem are you going to solve?